Great morning. Great morning, great morning, great morning. Hey, you guys, come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Great morning. Let me check my coffee. Oh my God. mm. Great morning, you guys. Come on in. Let me know who's here and where you're tuning in from. Let me know who's here and where you're tuning in from. Great morning, baby. Thank you for sharing. Hey, Evelyn. Hey, gorgeous. I'm going to call you today so we can catch up. All right, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Great morning, Donnell. Hey, how are you, superstar? Come on in. Hold on, y'all. Let me put on my do not disturb. Awesome. There we go. There we go. Yes, River Falls, Alabama. I love it. I love it. You guys, do me a favor. Go ahead and share the broadcast. Share the broadcast, and we're going to get started today. Great morning, Charla. How are you, gorgeous? Ooh, I had a full day yesterday. I have a full day today. I'm excited about it. We're closing out the end of the month. Making money moves. Making money moves. Hey. I'm channeling. Y'all don't judge me, but if you do, it's okay. I'm channeling my inner Cardi B today. So, listen, ain't no telling what you might get. Period. Come on in, you guys. Come on in. Make sure you share the broadcast. While I'm talking about you all sharing, let me go ahead and share. And we're going to get started. I am so incredibly grateful to God. God is so amazing. Let me share. All right, all right. So listen. Today, our word is simply this: press until the end. Girl, listen, let me tell y'all something. Good morning. Yes, I'm talking about all day, all day. Good morning, great morning, April. Charlotte said my stomach is still sore from last. Y'all, we had so much fun last night. Look, this is the thing about me. When you do something with me, there's some things that are guaranteed. Things guaranteed when you do a class with Dr. V. Things guaranteed when I'm doing an interview. Things guaranteed when I teach. Things guaranteed when I show up. Just things guaranteed with me, right? One, the Spirit of God is going to be in the building, in the space, in the place, on the line, on the tube. Listen, the Spirit of God is going to be there. That's one, right? Two, I'm going to be cute. What? I'm going to be cute. With no makeup on, I'm cute. With my hair not done, I'm still cute. Do you understand what I'm telling you? I'm finna be cute. And three, we gonna laugh. We gonna laugh. We are going to laugh, okay? We gonna laugh. Why are we gonna laugh? Because laughter does the body good. It is good medicine for your body, for your spirit, for your soul, for your being. We gonna laugh. Why? I used to do stand-up comedy. I've been a comedian all my life. I came out the womb cracking jokes. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm a comedian, okay? And I'm going to find stuff funny that may not be funny to the average person, but we going to laugh, okay? Great morning, Mike. How are you? So listen, today's word is a word designed to help you close out this month strong, right? Help you close out the month strong. I'm going to give y'all a taste of the prophetic. No, I'm not. I'm going to come back later and do the prophetic word for July. I'm going to come back later and do it. Great morning, Stacy. Hey, Corey, how are you? Listen, y'all. Okay, so check this out. Today's word, press until the end. Press until the end. Hold on, y'all. Let me go and get my shot. Let me get my shot, and then I'm going to drink my coffee. And my husband needs to stay right outside. Not pouring you up. Okay, I will. But anyway, cheers to being alive, honey. My God, today, tomorrow, and every day. Baby, I love this stuff. I'm going to need me. I got to hurry up and get my own supply because I don't like sharing. The sharing thing is for the birds. But you pour it up, baby. So whenever you want to come in and get it, you can. Listen. So y'all see, I poured him up. Now, I did. It's there. Okay. So listen. Press until the end. It's the end of the month, right? This is the last day in the month of June before we go into July, the 7th month, the month of completion. Listen, this is the last day in the month of June. And I don't know about you all, but there's some things that I said I was doing in the month of June that I have yet to accomplish. So it's got to get done. That means that I press until the end. Listen, you don't say, oh, well, today's the 30th. I guess it's not going to happen. What? No, that means that you press. See, our problem in today's society is we don't press, we quit. We don't press, we stop. Who? Stop for what? No, we're not. What? No. You got to understand that this is not the time to stop and this is not the time to quit. This is the time to do what? Press. Press. Y'all don't understand. Y'all ain't hearing me. This is the time to press. Press. You say, well, Dr. V, why do we need to press? See, listen, I'm going to tell y'all something about how our mind works. The way our mind works, the way our mind works is we program our mind to respond in certain ways by our actions. Our actions will program our mind to move in certain ways, to do certain things. So if you have always quit when you got close and you felt like you weren't going to make it, your mind has been programmed to quit. You have been programmed to be a quitter. So what do you have to do? Push through the quit. What would normally lead to you quitting, you got to push through that. The first time you do it, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be really hard for you to do it because everything in you is going to say quit. Everything in you is going to say stop. Everything in you is going to say give up. Everything in you is going to say, no, you ain't got to do that. Everything in you is going to say that. But listen to me. That don't mean that's what you got to do. You have to take authority over your mind. Now, listen, God has given us dominion, whole dominion. And so since he's given us dominion, we need to therefore walk in the dominion that we've been given. So if you walk in the dominion that you've been given, then you understand that you control you. You control your mind. Your mind don't control you. But because we've allowed our mind to control us, because we filled our mind with stuff that says you can't, y'all know we talked about your saboteurs. We have these self-sabotaging thoughts, these saboteurs that work in our lives. And I'm going to tell y'all something. This is a moment of transparency. Yesterday, I did one of the little Facebook gangs, they be talking to you. And they say, Veronica, your red flag is I'm working. It said your red flag is you can't stop being a workaholic, right? That was a time when that was very true. And let me tell you why I was a workaholic. I was a workaholic because I felt my value was in my achievements. My value was in just getting things done, right? So what I had to understand was that there is a difference between having drive and being goal, purpose, and destiny driven, and your identity and your value and your worth being in your accomplishments. I'm the bomb if I never accomplish another thing. Like, God created me great. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm amazing, and so are you. But listen, I have goals. And in order to accomplish those goals, I have to work, but not be a workaholic. What does that mean, Dr. V? What it means is that I have to do the behaviors, the actions, and the work that's required to accomplish my goals, but not do that only. I gotta leave space, schedule space for me to have my life. Now, I will admit that in the past, I have been so work driven that I didn't do anything else. Like, if I had a goal, baby, I'm not doing anything else but that. I'm not there now, but I probably look like that to my husband. Because he got me when I was pretty settled. I wasn't teaching at the time, really. He got me at the most still that I've been, right? So now when he looks at me, it looks like all you do is work. Well, really, he's the workaholic, but all you do is work. No, it's not all I do. But when I have a goal, I know I got to do what I got to do to accomplish the goal while scheduling my life, right? Prioritizing what is a priority. So tonight is our date night. Tonight is date night, baby. What we doing, okay? Tonight is date night. And I'll be taking a break from, I got to get done what I got to get done, date night, spend time with my baby, okay? But we got goals. And so those goals require me to do some work, but not to the exclusion of time for my husband, okay? Now, listen, acknowledging that, I used to be a workaholic. Like, for real, I used to be a workaholic. My other husband. Listen, I used to be a workaholic. I would be at work till 2:00 in the morning. That was nothing. And I'd have to drive an hour home. Used to be. You used to be too, babe. Listen, we've got to understand that God has created us to have life with balance. And now, listen, my balance and your balance may not be the same. They may not look the same, right? But we've got to have some balance. This is why so often, like, spouses that are not in the church, or maybe spouses that are in the church, resent the church because people don't know how to have balance with the church. The church will become everything. The church will become their whole world. Like, they can't do anything because of the church. That becomes problematic in a relationship. You've got to understand that there's got to be some flexibility there. The church can't get all your time, not even all your good time. Okay? Why are you bringing up old stuff? Now, we done talked about this. We're not doing this. Why are you bringing up old stuff? The past is the past. The word of God says this: forgetting those things which lie behind, I press on toward the mark of the high calling in Christ Jesus. Are we pressing on or we behind? Which one we doing? Let me know which one we doing. Great morning, birthday girl. Listen, so when you understand that your value is not rooted in what you accomplish, your value is inherent in your creation. My God, listen to me. Your value is not rooted in what you accomplish. Your value is rooted inherently in your creation. Your creation gave you your value. Hey, Angel. She said, happy birthday, Summerlin. Hey, Denise. Great to see you, gorgeous. We got inherent value. We were born with value. We were created with value. Our value is not in what we do. Our value is in who we be. You got value. You're already more than enough. Not just enough, you're more than enough. You're more than enough. And knowing that will allow you to be able to move differently and move from a different place. See, now what I do, my achievements don't shape my identity, but my identity produces my achievements. My identity produces certain behaviors. My identity produces certain results. My identity guarantees that I am supposed to be able to produce like this because of my identity, who I am, not because of what I did, no, because of who I am, who God created. God created me to have dominion. I walk in dominion. That means in every arena I step into, I have dominion. I can possess the land. If God sends you into a territory and he tells you to possess the land, you possess the land. You possessing the land doesn't give you your value. Your value already is in you, and it gives you the authority to possess the land. Oh my goodness, I am burning up. Oh, this one of them hot words. I need some more fan, y'all. I need some more fan. Does that make sense, you guys? That your value is inherently in you. What you do doesn't give you your value. Your value is already there. Yes, Angel. It's like fire shut up in my bones. Good. Because listen, when we understand that, I want y'all to hear me. When we understand that, we move from a place of not seeking validation, but being already validated. Not needing permission, but moving in what God has created us to do. You don't need permission to be great. He had to come get his shot, y'all. I want y'all to see that I gave it to him.
Actually, I meant that you still a workaholic. You just don't have the drive because you already here in the office workaholic.
I'm not a workaholic though. I'm goal, purpose, and destiny driven. That's not the same as a workaholic. He gonna say, there you go with them words. That's for real. So much of what we do is rooted in why we do it. It's rooted in why we do it. This is the thing that I had to understand with our saboteurs. There is a strength that gets subverted and turns into a saboteur, right? But there's a strength. The strength is the thing that when you are moving from the right realm, when you're moving with the right intention, when you're moving with the right motive and motivation, that it's there. So what I'm doing now is working from my strength and not my saboteur, right? Working from that positive place and not my identity is in what I achieve. Now, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I'm still goal driven. I'm still purpose driven. I'm still destiny driven. But the drive is not just for me to say I did it. The drive is not for me to establish to somebody else my value. See, I am who I am already. Like already, it's in me. So when I work I work towards fulfilling the goal, fulfilling my purpose, and fulfilling my destiny. Why? Because that's a part of what's already in me. It's in me. And I have to bring it out. It's in me. It's already there. It's already a part of who I am. See, I was an educator before I got a degree. All my life, I've educated people. All my life, I've taught people. All my life, I've been able to break down concepts, principles, theories, and make it applicable to everyday people's lives. Like, all my life, I've done that. I did that when I was in school. I was helping other people with their work, right? I've always been an educator and didn't even realize it. Always been an educator. I've always been a creative. I've always been an actor. Like, the stage, I love the stage, and I don't need a stage to be on stage because I create my own stage. My whole life has been an on-stage performance. I promise you, like, when I think about my life, I think about my life in the form of a musical. I would be a musical because I promise you I got a song for absolutely everything. Like, my whole life, I would just be breaking out into song. I break out in song now. So listen, my life is a musical. I've been on stage. See, that's why stage doesn't impress me. I've been on stage. I understand that I am a starer. You hear what I'm telling you? I am a starer. I shine bright because I'm a diamond. Listen, and it doesn't matter if the diamond was in disguise and I didn't recognize it and no one else recognized it. It didn't change the fact that I've been a diamond. I've been valuable. I'm not even a regular diamond. I'm a black diamond. Do you hear what I'm telling me? I'm unique. I'm one of a kind. Often imitated, but never duplicated. That's me. When you understand that you are a one of a kind, you can be an identical twin and still be a one of a kind because there's something about you that is different. God never makes two of exactly the same thing. Jesus was the second Adam. There was the first Adam. The first Adam had character flaws. So God created a second Adam, right? It was not an imitation. It was not even a duplication. It was an upgraded version. You need to understand that God has created you uniquely. So when your mind tells you you can't do it, you need to tell your mind it don't know what it's talking about because it don't. It's trying to protect you from disappointment. It doesn't want you to get your. Let me tell you something about the chemistry of the brain. We're going to talk a little neuroscience. Don't freak out because I said neuroscience. We're going to talk about neuroscience, the science of the neurons in our brain. Listen to me. I need y'all to understand this, and I need y'all to stop limiting yourself by words. Let me tell y'all something. If you ever really get how brilliant you are, whether you got a single degree or not, you'll stop being intimidated by people with freaking degrees. Ain't nobody with no degree better than me. Not because I have a PhD, but because I understand my intellect and my intelligence. They may know more about a subject than I know. But you're not better than me. What? No amount of money makes you better than me. You may have more money than me. You may have more experience in an area than me, but you're not better than me. See, the problem is we spend our life in all of this comparison ideology. Way of processing the world. We spend our life in this comparison ideology, which is a Western construct. Western meaning European and American. Listen, Eastern societies understood, African society understood that there is no you without me and no me without you, that we are interdependent, we are interconnected. You can't just be one thing like that, you're this and that. See, Western ideology will tell you that you're either this or you're that. You can either do this or you can do that. No, 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 no. Eastern understood that this and that, it was holistic. It was holistic. Now, you need to understand this about your brain. Your brain is designed to protect you. There's an area of your brain, and its entire goal is to protect you. Protect you from hurt, harm, and danger. So anytime there's the potential for you to be hurt, it's going to say danger, 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 danger. Disappointment is hurt to your brain. Frustration is hurt to your brain. Your brain is going to try to keep you from those things, right? Vulnerability is danger to your brain. Pushing through to a goal is danger to your brain because you might not get it. What if you don't get it? And if you don't get it, you're going to be disappointed. And then if you get disappointed, you're going to be sad. And if you're sad, then you're going to feel some type of way. So no, we're not doing that. We're not pushing for a goal. Let's just do this right here because it's safe. Your brain is going to push you to be safe. So what you have to do is trick your brain. So Mel Robbins talks about this 5-second rule, And what it does is if you have a thought to do something, right? If you have a thought to do something, you need to act on it within 5 seconds. Within 5 seconds, you need to physically move your position, move your body, do something physical in order to move towards that. After that 5 seconds, you're less likely to actually do it. Ooh. 5 seconds. If you get the idea, oh, I need to call somebody. If you don't make a move towards that in 5 seconds, you're less likely to accomplish that goal, less likely to do it. 5 seconds. If I say in my head, I'm just talking right now. If I say in my head, I'm getting... He had a thought, I need to kiss my wife. So what did he do? He acted on it. And he did it on screen. Y'all know my husband don't know to be in here kissing on me. Come on, y'all. Listen. Thank you, baby. That was a great surprise. Y'all see how it stopped. I was like, what you doing? But listen, if you don't act on it in those 5 seconds, your brain is going to say, no, you don't need to do it right now. You can do it later. Later comes and goes and you forget it. Yes, Angel, that was a perfect example. Because his brain would have told him, that's what his brain probably would have told him, she's on live, you can't kiss her right now. You're going to have to kiss her when she get out. And what happens? When I get out, he don't kiss me, right? Because now he done gone on and started doing other things. So it's not on his mind anymore like that, right? So you got to be able to move. So if I say to myself, oh, I'm going to hang my clothes back up or I'm going to unpack my bag, right? And I don't do it in that time frame and I don't schedule a time to do it, I'm probably not going to do it today. You've got to get in the habit of either immediately moving into action to accomplish it, to do it, or scheduling it so that you got a time when you are going to do it. Even the act of scheduling it is movement. That's move. Oh, let me put that on my calendar. How many of you have ever said you were going to put something on your calendar and you didn't do it right then and you ended up not doing it? You forgot. Anybody? Hey, Joan, how you doing? Oh, it's always on your mind, baby. Angel said, I dealt with that yesterday. I see where I can improve. And that is the key. Yes, Christina. Listen, that is the key. You got to be open to becoming the best version of you. The version of you that God created you to be. Yes, Stacy. Yes, Summerlin. You got to be open to that. This is our problem. We get content and complacent and we don't want to improve. We think this is it. It's not. There's more. There's more. And I don't know about you, but I know in my spiritual life, there have been seasons in my life where I'm like, God, I feel like there's more. It's got to be more than just going to church. It's got to be more than just this. Yes, Evelyn. Yes, Kareem. It's got to be more. But I don't know what the more is. But the moment that I recognize that there's more, God will begin to show me the more. The more. There's more. There's more, y'all. You think that, God brought you into this world for you not to have purpose, for you not to have destiny, for you not to be able to fulfill it? You think that God would give you an idea to do something great and then say, oh, but you can't do that. That ain't God. Come on, y'all. That is not God. If God gives something to you, he knows that you can do it. You can. Whether you will or not, it's $1 million question. He gave you the thought, the idea, and the unction for you to do it. But you have to actually believe that you can do it and do the work. When we fail to do the work, listen, when we fail to do the work, we actually plan to fail. I've been teaching at the collegiate level. Oh, Lord, I'm going to date myself. Since August of 1988. Since 1988, I've taught college students. I was 21, teaching people older than me and doing it quite well. See, I have been a master of teaching people how to understand and apply principles and concepts. This is the crazy thing. Even if I didn't, that's 35 years this August. 35 years. Longer than some people have been alive. I've been teaching college. And I started teaching college right out of college. In fact, I graduated with my undergrad degree in August and started teaching undergraduates the same month. When I tell you that in these 35 years of being an educator, I've taught a lot of information that I have never applied. I taught people how to do stuff that I had never done. 35 years of that. I got comfortable teaching people how to do stuff that I hadn't done, so much so that I wouldn't do stuff, but I would teach others how to do it, and other people would have great success doing it, but then I hadn't done it in my own life. I got comfortable being the educator and forgot how to be the applicator. In fact, one of the things that God told me was, listen, I'm getting ready to bring you out of the academy because I need you to do some things. There's a saying that those who can do and those who can't teach. Those who can do and those who can't teach. God said that's not going to be your story. Even though you can teach somebody how to, y'all listen, and the truth of the matter is there are very few fields where I couldn't teach someone how to do something if I just have the information. All I need is the information. If you give me the information, I'll teach it. It'll sound like I've been doing it all my life. It's the application piece. So for the last 2 years, God says, okay, we finna pause some stuff. That's what we finna do. Pause it. Because what you're getting ready to do now is you're going to do it because your teaching will have a different level of impact because you've done it. So when I teach people how to self-publish a book, I do it from a different place because I've done it. When I teach people how to speak, I do it from a different place because I've done it. When I teach people how to build a network marketing team, I do it from a different place because I've done it. And I've done it and made money. Like, I remember being a top earner in a company. I was like, what? Listen, I've done it. See, and when you've done a thing, you can talk about it differently. Now, have I done it on the magnitude that some other people have done it? Not yet. That is coming. I need you to stay tuned. It's coming, right? See, because I know that there are things that God has given me in this last 2 years that is designed to help people have massive success in their life and in their finances. So now, those 35 years of education has been a setup. Angel number 2010, 2010, 2010, 2010. Angel number 2010. That double energy. Angel number 2010. Let me see what that say, y'all. And I want y'all to notice how some of these numbers align. Angel number 2010 tells you that new ideas and concepts are coming to you, and your angels encourage you to stretch the horizons. Listen, y'all, listen. To stretch the horizons of your mind. Things in your life will be going in your desired direction, and wonderful opportunities will present themselves when the timing is right. Have a positive attitude and maintain the highest expectations, as this will help to manifest, encourage positive results in many aspects of your life. Follow through with your intuitive urges, and you will inspire those around you, as well as expand your own life in positive ways. Angel number 2010 is a message to trust that all in your life will work out for the highest good, and to have faith that outcomes will be favorable and beneficial to you and others. It is a message, my God, my God, my God. It is a message that you are to stay grounded and maintain faith and trust in yourself, your natural light working talents, your ability to bring light to situations and circumstances around you, and abilities and your soul mission as you are making positive progress in your life. Ensure that what you put out into the universe is of a positive nature. And do not be afraid to step out of your comfort zone in order to pursue your passions. If feeling any doubts or fears, make it a priority to replace limiting thoughts and beliefs with positive and affirming self-talk, as this helps with achieving goals and aspirations, and allow for the old to be replaced. Forgetting those things which lie behind, I press on towards the mark of the high calling in Christ Jesus. Listen, I need you to understand that God desires you to have great success. You were created for great success. You were created for wealth. You were created for abundance. It is our birthright. When God placed Adam and Eve in the garden, it said, and everything that they had need of was there. Everything. They had an abundance of food. They had an abundance of everything that they loved. They had an abundance. They had abundance and overflow. It was the Garden of Eden. That's why people say, let's go back to Eden, sitting on top of the world. Yes, because everything they needed was in that garden. And it was the enemies. Listen to me. Let me tell y'all something. It was the enemy planting seeds of doubt in the mind of Eve about what they actually had. See, if the enemy can convince you that you don't have what you need, you'll always be searching for something that is outside of you that you don't have, when all the time they had everything that they need. They had access to they had access to all of the knowledge that they needed. But because the enemy convinced her there was something that she didn't know that she needed to know. That's the great setup. The great setup is the enemy convincing you there's something that you need, or that you need to know, that you don't have. Now, what I'm going to tell you is this. You have everything you need for success. You just have to learn how to apply it in the appropriate way at the appropriate time. But it's already inside of you. So there will be tools that you'll get. There'll be knowledge that you gain that help you to make sense of what's in you. But everything you need is already inside of you. It's already there. In those 35 years, I haven't put anything into anybody that wasn't already there, but I definitely held up a mirror and shown them. I definitely pulled some stuff up out of them that they didn't know was in them. And how did I do it? I set goals for them. I set standards, and they had standards they had to meet. One of my students was on yesterday, Travis, and he said, best professor ever. She don't play. Do you know why I didn't play? Because I understood that the average person will not live up to their full potential because they won't see it in them. They'll tell you all the reasons why they can't do it, not recognizing that they can. But because I can see beyond your words into what you can, I'm going to speak to your possibility while you speaking at your actuality, what you are actualizing, which means what you are doing. Okay? You talking about what you're doing, but I'm going to speak to your possibility because I know you can do more. I know it can be better. I know you can be better because I can see who you are and not just how you're showing up. We think how we're showing up in this current moment is who we are, and that's not necessarily the case. I know that sometimes I show up petty. I do. But that's not who I am. It's a defense mechanism that I developed to protect myself. April said, you sure can see it. I can. Evelyn said, absolutely. Angel said, preach, teach. Yes, girl. I'm doing the best I can. You need somebody in your life who can see beyond what you say you can do. Who can see beyond what you say your limitations are. To speak to your possibility and call your possibility forth. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, girl. You need that in your life. If everybody in your life only can see what you say, then you limited to where you are. This is why I coach the way I coach. Anyone that's taken a class with me, that's ever been coached by me, mentored by me, served with me, will tell you I'm always speaking to the possibility. Because I see it. I see what's inside of you when you can't see it. Because you can't see it because you caught up in your current circumstances. I see beyond your current into your destiny. I see into your destiny. I'm not just looking at your current. I see where you at. I see how you living. I see how you think. But I see more. Let me tell you something about Donnell Suki Schofield. Let me tell you something about her. We met in, I think we were in North Carolina. I think it was North Carolina. I think we were in North Carolina at an event. And I had been invited in to speak. Y'all listen. I've been invited in to speak, and I had my book, and I was autographing copies of my book. And Use Your Bucket, 12 Life Lessons for Success. I got to do the updated version of that book. Let me schedule that. Hold on one second. Hold on. Listen, I'm trying to practice what I preach. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Got to put a date on it, y'all. You got to put a date on it. Okay. All right. Yes, North Carolina. Okay. Yeah, come on. Come on. Listen. So, Donnell, I gave her a word, her and her daughter a word at that event. Fast forward several years later, she moves to Tampa, Florida, where I was, right? Now, when we met, I was living in Tennessee. She was living in West Virginia, was at the event in North Carolina. Then I moved to Tampa, Florida. She ended up moving to Tampa, Florida. We reconnected in Tampa, Florida. The same thing I saw the first time I saw her, I see every time I see her. Every time I see her name, I see the same thing. I see greatness. I see a superstar. I see someone who is so anointed and appointed for such a time as this. I've been seeing that. I've been done saw that. Okay. I know who she is. I've seen who she was, right? I already knew what was in her, right? Every opportunity that I get to pour into her, because I know life will trick you. Life will trick you, and your life circumstances will trick you and make you think you're not who you are. People will trick you. They'll treat you so a certain way for so long that you think that's the extent of who you are. The devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. I am a leader's leader. I'm a coach of coaches. You understand? I'm an apostle's apostle. You got to understand who you are in the spirit realm. You got to understand the calling on your life. And then you can walk in it. It doesn't matter what anybody says or what anybody thinks. Do you know the biggest thing that prevented me from making the step up to apostle was that I didn't want to go through putting on all that stuff. I didn't have time for people talking about, oh, she's not an apostle. I knew who I was. I know I'm an apostle, right? I know that. I've known that. I know who I am in the spirit realm. I know the weight that I carry. I know what I walk in. You understand? See, but it don't look like what people think it's supposed to look like. But that ain't my business. That ain't my business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. The people that it's for will recognize it. And the people that don't think it look like it still got to recognize it because it shows up and it moves with great power, might, and authority. So it don't matter what you want to call me, what you want to think, or what you want to say about how I dress, how I look, how I carry myself. None of that stuff matters because I am who God said I am, period, point blank. It is already in me. It didn't come with the validation. It didn't come with the affirmation. No, I already had it. The other stuff was simply the affirmation of what God had already done, what God had already put in me, what was already there. It just was affirming what's in me. That's all it was. That's why it's called an affirmation, because it affirms the office and the call, because nobody can give it to you. You either have it or you don't. Now, there's some things that you can learn. Some things you can learn. You can look like a thing and still not be that thing. You can be called a thing and still not be that thing. Baby, you better bust the watermelon open and find out what's on the inside. Because I'm telling you, if the watermelon seed does not produce watermelon, it ain't a watermelon. If the seed drops into the soil and it doesn't produce that fruit, it wasn't that fruit in the first place. It was a hybrid. It was something that had multiple things in it, and anything could have come out of it. Anything can be produced from it that's inside of it. But a watermelon seed, a true watermelon, is always going to produce another watermelon. And if you have a watermelon with seeds, it will not produce a watermelon that is seedless. Hi. Come on, somebody. If you have a watermelon with seeds, it will not produce a watermelon that is seedless. Guess what? A seedless watermelon, how does it reproduce? Come on, y'all. How does it reproduce? There's no seed. So what? How do you reproduce seedless watermelons? What? It's an aberration. It's not natural. What's natural is those seeds. Because as you begin to sow seeds in others, you begin to see the fruit manifest. Someone said, you are definitely propelling me. You're a phenomenal coach. My baby said, teach. Thank you, baby. I'm just telling y'all, look, stop underestimating what God has deposited in you and do what God says do, the way he says do it, when he says do it. And he'll give you the evidence in the fruit that is produced. Y'all out here following seedless watermelons because they look like they taste good, but ain't no seeds in it. Ain't no seeds. It looks good, but what's inside of it? Hey, man of God, how are you? Listen, mm, when I tell you that we're in a season where God is moving so expeditiously, quickly, I'm telling you, this is a suddenly season. And one decision, one choice can change your whole life. Choose to believe God about who you are and what you are to have. Tomorrow, I'm doing my class, Finding Your Wealth God's Way, Finding Your Wealth God's Way. I'm doing this class because God said do it. I'm doing this class because I got to be obedient. Finding Your Wealth God's Way. There are 10 slots. 10. Only 10 slots. And I'm telling you there's 10 slots because nobody signed up yet. There's 10 slots. The class is tomorrow. God said, do it. I'm doing it. That means that some people are supposed to sign up. If that's you, sign up for the class. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Oh, baby, my baby said I'm spitting out seeds. Oh, check my fruit. Check my fruit. Check the fruit of my life. Check those who are my proteges, those who have been mentored by me, those who have taken classes with me, those who have done business with me, those who have served in ministry with me. Check my fruit. Check my fruit. I put my fruit up. See, the Apostle Paul said, listen, you are the evidence. You are the evidence. And I'm looking at evidence and I said, God, I thank you just for choosing to use me to speak life into your people. Now it is time for us to walk in the kingdom wealth that God has called us to, because the wealth is not outside of you. The wealth is in you, and you draw everything else to you. The wealth is in you, and you draw everything else to you. Yes, you my fruit, son. You my fruit. You my fruit. And I see the evidence in your coaching. I see the evidence in the way you talk. I see the evidence in the words that you speak. Angel number 2112. I see the evidence. You are my evidence. You are. Yes, you are. That's my evidence, y'all. That's my evidence. Listen, I look at my kids. I look at my kids, and I am in awe of what God did through a jacked up me. You understand? Not me at my best, not me having learned all this stuff, but me when I was young and struggling and trying to figure it out. I'm telling it all. That me, God still took me and took the things that he deposited in me and gave me the things to give my kids. See, my sons and I, we did a lot of life, just us, right? There would be people in and out, but primarily it was us. And I had real conversations about real things with them, about consequences of my choices and my decisions, because I wanted them to understand. Listen, y'all need to stop trying to act like these kids don't know nothing and they don't see nothing that's going on, because they see and know more than you think they do. They see and know more than you think they do. Let me hit this angel number. Angel number 2112. 2112. Bring the message from your angels not to be hindered or held back by old habits and or patterns that need to be changed for your own benefit. Allow for the old to be replaced with the new, and look to upcoming events and experiences with high expectations, as they will bring about favorable and positive effects that will help with achieving your goals and aspirations. Stay focused on your highest expectations as the angels are working behind the scenes, helping you to manifest your wants, needs, goals, and desires. Angel number 2112 also encourages you to pursue your life purpose and mission, not just because of the mission itself, but also for the offshoots that develop in your pursuit of them. Baby, it's some stuff coming. It's some stuff coming. I know, baby, I done knocked the chair down and everything. It's working and serving your purpose. You are blazing trails that can be utilized by others. Your life purpose and soul mission are divinely important and have far-reaching effects, and it is possible for just one individual to act as a catalyst for the transformation of many. That word was for me, and that word is for you. 2 kisses, 1 morning. 3 kisses, 1 lie. 7 is the number of completion. I'm just saying.
I got to go.
Good morning, beautiful. Yes, that's what y'all need to put in the chat. Put in the chat, I am a catalyst. Angel number 2212. I am a catalyst. I am a catalyst. Candy Lowe is a catalyst. She started the Black Business Bus Tour. She's a catalyst for entrepreneurship. You need to put, I am a catalyst. You are a catalyst. You are a catalyst. When you understand that you are a catalyst, you'll stop waiting for someone else to be the catalyst. Baby, you can't be around me and not be activated. How? How can you listen to me every day and not be activated? How can you listen to me every day and not get stirred up? How can you listen to me every day, sharing the things that I have overcome through the grace and the power of what God has deposited inside of me, and you not do? How? You are a catalyst like I am. You're attracted to me because I'm a catalyst, and so are you. What you catalysting? What you sparking? Yes. What are you sparking? Spark something. You can't spark something and you don't know who you are. You got to know who you are. God is trying to show you what's in you. Finding wealth. bit.ly/finding wealth. Finding your wealth God's way. The wealth is in you. You are where the money resides. The money resides in you. Are you tapped in? And do you have a spigot so that it can flow out? Are you tapped in, and do you have a spigot so that it can flow out of you to those that it is called to? I pray that I've been a catalyst for you today. I pray that you've gotten something that will help you to take this journey called life seriously and to go to your destiny all the way. All the way turned up, all the way turned up. Listen, I want you to be all the way turned up because you are amazing. You are great. You are incredible. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are the apple of God's eye. You are where the wealth resides. You are the head and not the tail, above only and not beneath, the lender and not the borrower. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, God has great things in store for you. Join me tomorrow. bit.ly/finding your wealth God's way. bit.ly/finding wealth. Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going all the way in, and we're going to see where the money resides, because the money resides in you. The class is $100. Afterpay is available. That's $25 every 2 weeks for 4 weeks. You can't beat that. Do the VIP where you get a 1-hour session with me, and that will be $150. So for $50 more, you're going to get an hour session that normally would cost $125 for 55 minutes. I'm just trying to say something to somebody. Y'all catch that in the spirit. Look, note this. I know that I love you to life and life more abundant. Have an amazing, incredible, and epic day. Make today the day that you walk out being a catalyst. You guys be blessed. Mwah.